Yo guys, what's going on? Call the car guys. I'm here with Mike Sinaib. You just got top 8 at this ARG Orlando 2016 V2. It's the second one.
V2. Yeah.
What were you playing? Why'd you play it? And let us know about your tournament.
So I was playing Domain Monarchs.
Of course.
I played it because the cheapest deck. Like I got back into the game a week or two ago. And the cheapest deck seems like it's kind of easy to learn. And I netted the shit out of Eric. Shout out to Eric for that one. So
what was your tournament like?
The tournament went well. I lost rounds 1 and I lost rounds 5. So 1 and 5, which is like a decent spread. So I actually squeezed in 16th place, which is crazy. So that was cool. I lost round 5 to some scrub. Forgot his name. He was playing a Cosmo Demise. I feel like his name was Kyle. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of misplayed on that one. With the Call the Haunted and Twin Twister. But other than that, my tournament went well. I was just like touring most of my opponents because once this deck goes off, like I was like learning as I was playing it. And it's honestly an amazing deck. You know, you have to play it more of a control deck, not like plus a million. You know what I mean? If you can control your opponent, it's actually really good.
Awesome.
So I'll start with it. So obviously 3 Erebus, 2 Erebus, right? Yeah, 3 Erebus and 3 Ether because these are the best ones. These are the house. They start your engine. Sometimes you want to go just to sacrifice just so you can send the 2 cards because that starts off everything because you need to keep up with your opponent, which is super important. And 3 Karaz off of the Ether. So at first I used to play a little bit differently because I was like, I don't want my opponent drawing cards. But most of the time, if you hit one of their cards and they draw a card, it's the card most likely that they replaced is probably worse than the one you destroyed. So it puts you in a better position. So I usually pop my own cards and I pop one of their cards so then I can get my engine going more by drawing a card, which is cool. And then for the extra Monarch, this card is the house. Like if I know what you have and you can't outplay me, like I'm probably gonna win because this card is absolutely the nuts. Then obviously 3 of these gets you consistent going plus these 2. And then most of the time what's been is like remove this from the grave, special on turn 2, special this, bring this out, extra normal summon for like an Erebus or whatever. With assuming I have these in the grave, I add the continuous spell, I forgot what it's called right now, and then I sacrifice this, and then I actually use my action normal summon and sacrifice this. So I hit 2 cards off their hand. I have 2 beaters, and I'm probably gonna win the game at that point.
Yeah.
So that's actually been really awesome for me. And then for the spells, obviously 3 Pantheism is the best card. 3 Domain. So a lot of people have been asking me. I didn't really use it to like lock on my opponent. I used it like twice, you know, as like obviously it's good to have. But it's actually been really useful because it fixes your brick hands because all you have to do is probably draw like this one, where is it? This one, and then make a level lower. And then you can start your engine like that too, which is pretty cool. 3 Tenacity. This card is nuts because if you don't have it, you can search. I mean, if you don't have what you need, you can search what you need. So many times you can go like what I'll do is like remove this for a Tenacity and Tenacity for the Prime. So when I would sack this the Idea, I would add back the Tenacity and discard the Prime, and then I have the Tenacity to remove for the Prime if I need to summon it, which is cool. And then this card, it's like a black whirlwind. It's actually really amazing. So, you know, if you summon Erebus, then you add the Ether, and then you just keep going like that until you reach a point where you want to add this. Because then, you know, you probably win the game at that moment. It depends, like, what turn it is and how many outs they can possibly have. This card's amazing against Blue Eyes too, cause, you know, you hit a Blue Eyes, they take 16, and they lose their consistency. Stormforth is the absolute nuts. Like almost every card in this deck is amazing. The fact that you can control your opponent, you control what you want to sacrifice, and it goes well with another card that's in here. 3 Twin Twisters, this card's a must. You know, keep him in. Even if there's 1 back row, it's a -1, you know, if you're thinking old Yu-Gi-Oh terms, but it lets you go off, so it advances your game state, which is amazing. The Upstart, because you want to draw more cards. Rhoda, because you need to draw the Idea, you know, super crucial. And the Foolish for the Idea, or the Erebus, because then you can discard another spell or chop and then add back the Erebus.
Yeah.
And then it's amazing. Obviously 3 Primes. This card is one of the best, you know. Also having a blocker gives you another draw step. Another draw step means like more outs. And 3 also, so if you Tenacity, you can guarantee to get yourself to get 1. And Escalation, it's the only difference between my build and Eric's. I saw a reasoning to put an Escalation because this card is the nuts. Because if you set up a play with like, I think it's called March, which one? No. Return, yeah. If you set up a play with Return and you add the Tistalos, then you can go ahead and on draw phase do this. And then if you have ADOS and ADO, you remove that or whatever. And then on their draw phase, on their main phase, if they pass priority, you have to ask them if they retain priority. If they pass priority, you activate this, and you just summon Stalos, and you kill their hand. There goes their tempo. So this card's actually amazing, and it's also searchable. It's really good. So that's the main deck.
Side deck then.
Side deck was almost the same as Eric's, pretty much. It was my own Majesty's Fiend. It's because this card hits BA. 2 effect Veilers. I opened these 2 against Burning Abyss Monarchs and Monarchs in general, because it's not a cost to send spell trap. So if you stop their engine, you can just if you outspeed them, you can probably win. 2 Max C, because it just demolishes BA. This card is nuts. I used to play back when BA was a thing. It was still one tour guide or whatever, but it was like backjack, and I used to hate this card. So I realized how good it is. If you stop them on a turn, then you hit it on the swing back, which is really good. 3 rough panels, because if you resolve this card, I resolved it against Ben and just won, because it's just honestly amazing. 3 Scoldings, it stops all the Pendulum decks and just anything that's crucial. 3 Typhoon for the Pendulum decks. The card's amazing, and for whatever else you need. And a Frost Blast, because against the back row decks, which is super cool.
Awesome, Mike. Well, hey, congrats on this. What top is this for you?
It's only my second.
Second one? Well, hey, congrats.
2 out of 3, right?
Exactly. Hey, well, hey, congrats again. Any shout outs you want to give anything?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Team PPG for helping me out. Desmond, Ben, Chris, Jay, and what I missed? And Gabe. I think I already. And then my friends for coming out with me. Had an amazing time. So pretty much that's about it.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, congrats again for top 8.
Thank you.
We'll see you here at the next little ARG or regional here in the area.
For sure. All right, thank you.